Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian and the Game Guiders finally back with Splinter Cell Conviction, and Papa's got a brand new bag. My new computer is right on right beside me, and it's running like it should, and I'm really happy with it. It's like a glove. So now we are going to do a lot of fun games together. First in a row is of course Conviction that I had to delay because my laptop couldn't fix it. Now this computer has absolutely no problem doing this game, of course, or else I would not be very happy. Though there is some small issues with the graphics here, not because my computer can't run it, but there is something with the graphic engine that doesn't really cooperate with my Sapphire HD 7990. But other than that, it's pretty neat. So I tried to set it on low, I tried to set it on high, I tried to do it without Bandicam, with Bandicam, and I ended up trying to do it with the hardest, like everything on Ultra, of course, and also my Bandicam recording at 60 frames per second. High sound output, and everything on max, and it was just the same problems. Oh, problems, just the same small glitches. So that tells me that it's not my computer, it's the graphic engine that doesn't really speak well with my Sapphire Radeon card. Anyway, other than that, I'm pretty happy with the quality, so I hope you also agree with that. It's going to be even better when I get my new screen, because now I'm at 1600 times something. I'm of course getting my 1920 screen very soon. But as I explained in my setup video, you can of course check my setup video, it's in Norwegian, but then you can see how I built my computer, and you can also see that I got a screen that was fucked up, so I had to return it and get another one. I'm pretty happy with that now, because I changed it with another screen, so now I'm getting a BenQ gaming screen that has 1 millisecond and it's 1920, pretty happy with that. Alright, so this game is not about sneaking around, it has nothing to do with score, there's no score at all here, or rating at anything. The only thing you will get here is points from doing kind of types of takeouts and stuff like that, and you can use those points to upgrade your weapons and stuff, and buy gadgets and all that. So we are not going to play this as a typical Splinter Cell game where we sneak around and do not take out anyone. This game is made around something different. This is what would happen if Sam Fisher had fifth freedom on everything and didn't have anything to think about except getting from A to B. And that's what we are going to show you, the fastest route from A to B, or A to Z or Z or whatever you are going through, or how long that mission is. The whole storyline is about Sam Fisher, and he has now been trying to find the murder of his child, his daughter. This is his daughter 20 years ago. And he got a clue that he was in Malta, so he's now in Malta to try to kick some butt, to be honest, and he's going to use everything he learned from Echelon, and he can do it without any limitations, and that's kind of cool. So it's also, you will see, it's pretty similar to the movement is pretty similar to Blacklist. Of course, this is just junior. Blacklist is it's of course a lot more crazy and more things you can do, but it's kind of a module for Blacklist and the movement and stuff like that. Now, the first mission here is called Merchant Street Market, and it's all more or less kind of a training mission and story mission, and it explains to you the basics of the game. Like now we have to kill those two thugs. Pretty easy. He has a very nice aim now, so you will hit them as long as you will hit where you point your gun, to be honest. Now you see I did a takeout there. That's just the default C button on your keyboard. There we go. Right, so here we will learn how to do a thing called execution. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a Hitman Absolution, just there you have to have instinct. Here you have to do a close combat. This is a close combat. You see I used my C button there, and you will do a close combat. You will then unlock execute, and on this gun you have 2 executes available. So you can mark 2 targets and take them out all at once. It's a pretty neat way to do it. I love, well, you can't do it in any other way on this, of course, but you can choose different ways to do that. You can, like, for example, mark first and then take out the guy and then kill them. But I'm going to show you that later on.
What are you doing? Sam, talk to me.
So now we are just doing some basic stuff,
Sam, are you
like
there?
for example here we're going to. It's actually the first time you're using your execute ability. We're gonna do close combat with this guy. You're dead, or whatever he is. I think he's dead. We can't really know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that Sam Fisher doesn't care. These guys have information about his daughter, has something to do with his daughter, get kidnapped or killed or whatever. He is just out for revenge. He doesn't care. He doesn't have Lambert anymore. He's dead, of course. He died in Double Agent. So he's pretty much on his own, and he's racking up here. As you can see there, I was marking those two guys first, then take those out, and now I'm unlocking execute. I'm doing from cover to cover here. You can just push the E button from jumping from cover to cover, and then I shoot that guard that I couldn't mark, and then I took out those guards I was marking, so they would don't have time to shoot at you. That last fourth guy there is actually the one we're going to interrogate, so he will see you anyway, so don't care about that. As long as you do what I'm doing there, you won't get shot. And you can see here it's a little bit like, not lagging, but it's kind of like a hit, like, you know what I mean? Like it's coughing a little bit there. I think that's, well, that happens either way if I have a low or high setting. So, just happens, we have to live with it. I don't really care. It's just a small bug. Alright, so this is the interrogation bit. It's pretty cool. You can use your environment as torture tools, really. So now I use the toilet, and now I'm going to use the sink. And when it's like, when you see the C unlocking, you can push it as soon as you want to and continue the interrogation. You can see there, he wasn't even finished talking. We don't have time listening to that bullshit. And of course this would more or less kill him, but this is a game. So we are allowed to kick the ass out of them without killing them. But I think in real life he would be pretty dead soon. Right, so now I'm going to do it. This is kind of fun. There is actually a guy in that toilet. Behind you there. Well, in front of you actually, behind the guy you were torturing or interrogating, whatever. That's how you see it. It's fucking awesome. Right, that was about that. I hope you enjoyed the mission 1. I will of course post mission 2 as soon as it's ready. Hope you will like this, or at least rate it, and comment if you want. And of course, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. See you in mission 2, guys. Have a very nice day. Hey.